Hello, my quarantine compadres. I'm Baltmatrix, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Studio Series number 58, ROADBUSTER. He comes with this destroyed Chicago backdrop. The figure itself is packaged in robot mode and is molded incredibly well. The overall aesthetic of the figure works very, very nicely, and I like it. I like it quite a bit. He does have a bit more of the Bayformer look than some of the later or more recent Studio Series figures do, simply because of all the molding he's got going on here. The figure comes with one accessory, and that is this minigun. It's small and easily lost. I actually have almost lost it twice. It's really, really tiny, and it goes on his vehicle mode in the very front. The minigun can be attached to either shoulder in either of those pegs or peg holes, and other things can be placed in those peg holes as well, including, but not limited to, bazookas and swords. ROADBUSTER's head sculpt is excellent. It's just flat out excellent. The coloring, the painting, all works incredibly well. That face sculpt is very, very nice. The only thing I would add would be maybe just a tiny bit of smidge here for black, just to show that he has a mouth. That'd be nice. Posability is okay. Head can look up that much, can look down that much. Shoulders are on ball joints, but so much of the vehicle mode kibble gets in the way. Swivel, double hinge, no fist articulation, no torso articulation, ball joint, swivel, hinge joint, and another hinge joint for the foot. No Siege-esque side-to-side ankle articulation, though. The robot mode also has posability for the missile launchers. That's part of the transformation. It also has Wrecker's Ultra wheels, which is cool. The only thing that I don't like about the robot mode is the kibble on the back. One, it comes on peg all the time. Two, it's pretty much the entirety of the car mode, or the middle of the car mode, I should say. Well, the trunk hood, the top, the front windscreen, and the doors on the sides. It's really unsightly, and I would have loved for them to have been able to fold this up a little bit better, but I can understand why they couldn't. That would make the figure even more expensive. ROADBUSTER is bigger than a Studio Series off-road Bumblebee, but is also roughly the same size as current deluxe class figures from the Siege line. Roughly the same size. Obviously shorter than a Voyager class Prime. ROADBUSTER is thankfully roughly the same size as current Studio Series Soundwave, the deluxe class version that is. ROADBUSTER's transformation isn't what I would call fun, but it's not that difficult. To start off with, come down to the feet, fold the feet up into the shins, then come to the outside of the legs and fold the tire that's on his knee around and snap that into place at the, well, pretty much the exact same spot his ankles are. Then you can combine those two pieces together, and when we're done here, that little minigun is going to fit right in the front. Then take the entire hips and the entire legs and fold them forward a little bit, not all the way, not like maybe 30 degrees from the rest of the body. Come to the fists and fold them up into the forearms, like so, and then they will fold back around the They will fold backwards like cliff jumpers and peg into the shoulders. But before we can do that, we have to grab the backpack and pull it away from the figure as far as it will go, and then flip up this little gray piece back here. Be very careful when you flip this gray piece up because it will pop off, and it is a nightmare to get back on. Don't ask me how I know. So we'll fold the arms up, and they should peg into the back of the shoulders. If they don't right away, just get them lined up. Fold up these little black, well, actually, these little black pieces can fold up or stay out. It doesn't really matter. And then reach under the back and fold out these side panels, and the side panels will tuck over the arms. The one thing you have to do with the arms is fold them down into where the chest is. So you flip out these little, I guess they're supposed to be like rubber catches for underneath the carriage, and then push the shoulders in to the inside of the, well, the entire chest, and then bring the entire back of the figure down, and the back part that I have so much trouble with will actually peg into place on the inside of the shoulders. It's not it's not a super difficult transformation, but I don't consider it fun because some of the tabs don't like pegging in, some of the tabs don't stay pegged into place, and things just end up looking wonky when you don't want them to. And here we have Impactor in vehicle mode. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not sure if this is right. Even following the directions to the letter, I still never really quite end up with a way that it looks right to me. It rolls without any problems. It looks okay. It's definitely a good rendition, or a much better rendition than the original Deluxe Class figure. It's painted really nicely, and it looks like a disaster of a NASCAR vehicle. But I don't particularly like it. I don't think it works well as a car. I don't like the transformation. It doesn't feel much fun. It's very shell-formery that doesn't stick together all that well. And every time I pick it up and put any kind of pressure on the front of the vehicle, it just pops off. It feels like it snaps into place. I mean, you might have just heard it there, but I kind of hate the way it looks and the way it curves upward, and it doesn't sit together well. It is not my favorite vehicle mode. Good try, though. The design's all right. The molding's great, but I just don't particularly like it in this mode. Now, this being the first of the Wreckers, I'm looking forward to getting Topspin and Leadfoot. I don't believe we have seen any pictures of Leadfoot, but Topspin has, well, that pre-order is already out there over on the Big Bad Toy Store and the Hasbro Pulse. We saw that guy at, I believe it was Toy Fair this year in 2020. So, yeah. Oh, I'm always afraid of popping that one piece off. So, I'm definitely looking forward to Topspin, because Topspin does look very cool. ROADBUSTER it's actually a pretty okay figure. I don't like the vehicle mode or the transformation, but the robot mode is really nice. But, you know what? You might, and that's perfectly fine. Having different opinions on toys is perfectly okay. So folks, let me know what you think of this figure in the comments over on my Patreon channel. If you've been following my channel for any time, you know that I am currently not able to have comments on the channel because of COPA. Also, you can find me on Library at library.tv/@Baltmatrix. I'm also posting videos on there. The Library posts are going a little bit slowly. Their uploader sucks. It absolutely sucks, and it takes forever to upload. So there's that. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to follow my links down in the description, and be sure to head over to the Big Bad Toy Store to pick this figure up for yourself. I'm Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you next time.